So I haven't made one of these videos in a while, like a couple of weeks. I've been super swamped and just trying to deal with a lot of different things. Um, One of which, depression. Um, it seems to always kind of hit me around this time of the year. For most people, it's around Christmas time. Um, I don't know why. It's kind of still lingering. Maybe just leftover things. But actually, what I want to talk about today is behavior. I know that some of you guys have been through a lot of crap. A lot of people have let you down. A lot of people have made you feel less than what you feel, or what you feel that you deserve, or even what you feel you don't deserve. And I am making this video to say, don't let that bring you down. I'm saying that because there's a saying, obviously, when good people do nothing, then evil will always succeed. And the same kind of goes for when you know people are bad, when you know people are bad for you. Now, I'm not saying that you should grab your enemy and bring him to your house and, like, be all nice and everything, but what I am saying is that do not let the bad things that have happened to you turn you into something bad. Don't let things turn you into something ugly and just unnecessary. Now, hold on. There's something that I sent to my friend who, she wasn't feeling the best today. Tasha, yeah. Um, you and I'm not gonna put your business out there. I'm not that kind of person, especially with these videos. But you were saying that you were feeling alone. You're not the only person who I've talked to lately that has confided to me that, oh, lately you've just been feeling like crap. Um, my friend Marcus, my brother Danny had a birthday. It's just kind of like, it's whatever. There's a saying I have on my wall. You guys can't see it, but I have to refer to it. I can't pull it from my wall because I don't have a printer to be able to print it out again. Um, it says, love yourself. Love yourself and know the actions required for your happiness. Enough to cut yourself loose from the drama-filled past. Enough to set a high standard for relationships. Enough to feed your mind and body in a healthy manner. And enough to forgive yourself. Enough to move on. And that's from a guy named Steve Maboli. I might be saying his name wrong, but when I got out of bed today, that was definitely one that rang true to me, because I understand that through through my life of knowing people who happen to have these issues and difficulties, it is extremely hard to love themselves, to find love in themselves, to themselves, from themselves. And I'm saying all that because I know what that's like, because there are days that I can't look in the mirror because I want to punch it. I want to be like, you don't deserve anything good, because you're not good enough to deserve anything good. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only person to ever think that. It then falls upon me, and it falls upon me first to be able to pull myself out of that. If I try to look to other people to find that sense of meaning, that sense of purpose, that sense of happiness, if I don't take that responsibility and give that responsibility to somebody else to do that for me, that's bad. And I'm not saying don't have friends. I'm not saying don't have loved ones. I'm saying you have to start with yourself. When I was with my wife, Jasmine, soon to be ex-wife, and trust me, that hurts me quite a bit, but when she left, she was my definition of happiness. She was the person that I look forward to seeing every morning and every night, and throughout the day. And when she came back and everything else from work or hanging out with friends, she was like, oh great, you're back. And even when I was like so preoccupied with whatever I was doing, be it playing video games or watching movies, and she came back, I'm like, oh great, you're back. And in hindsight right now, I think towards the end it was kind of, I fell into a level of complacency. It was like, oh, she's back. Not in a bad sense, but like, oh, that's normal. She's coming back, and we're now a whole family now because she's back. So when she left, it's kind of like, what's coming home? When does my happiness happen? And we had a child together, our son. So when she left, it was really hard for me, and it took me a while to be able to pull myself out of that for my son. And that is great. That really is great. That, like, and not the whole thing. Understand what I'm saying? It is great that I was able to pull myself out, because being in that place was not good for him, and I knew that. And when I realized that, I pulled myself out. And it was a struggle crawling out of that level of depression. But then I started to realize, and this is more recent than before, that he became that sole reason for my happiness. And once again, that's not a bad thing, that he is the reason that I smile, because he is. Like, you should see him smile. Like, his smile is just contagious. But that's not his job. I cannot put that on him. I have to be okay for myself, to myself. I have to be okay with what I do and how I do things. And he will respect that. He will love that. Because what I will do, yes, what I do is for him. I wake up in the morning, I realize I am trying to be a better person for him. And in hand with that, it requires me to be able to also see that I have to love myself, for my son to also love himself. I have to be able to be like, I'm okay. If I'm hateful against myself, like, oh, I should have done things better when I was a husband, I should have done things better when I was a father, like a full-time father. And granted, yeah, I still am his father, but, like, obviously the distance between us right now makes things really difficult. And I can always bash myself. Oh, I should have been better. But it says up here. I want to see the exact line so I don't mess it up. Love yourself enough to cut loose from the drama-filled past. That doesn't mean, and at least in this case, I know that doesn't mean cut myself from my son and his mother. It means cut myself from what is dragging me down from being a better me, from being a better person, from preventing myself to take actions required for your happiness, to be responsible for my happiness. Will Smith made a video about fault and responsibility, and there's a line that he said, and if you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to try to put a link on it in the description of the video. But it's the idea that I am responsible for my own happiness, regardless of whose fault it is that I am unhappy. Some people are unhappy because their parents didn't treat them right, or their relatives didn't treat them right, or someone who they loved tremendously betrayed their trust and their love. And yes, that is their fault. That is their fault that they betrayed you. It is their fault that they did that to that point. But it's not their responsibility to fix you. It's not their responsibility to make you feel better. That only lies upon you. When I look in the mirror, it is my responsibility to look at myself and tell myself, I need to make myself better. I need to make myself happy. So that the people who I love, so the people who look up to me, have a model to go after. And I'm not saying don't make yourself fake happy, because that's even worse than just being, like, depressed and sad all the time. You have to find out what makes you happy and do that. Find out what is required for you to feel content and full. Not content. I never like the idea of content, because then contentness, for me anyway, you're just there. You're like, okay, I'm content. Just fall back and don't do anything. It is your responsibility to find what will make you happy. And in turn, those who love you, those who look up to you, those who you hold dear to you will see that and be like, this person is going after what makes them happy. And obviously, since they're letting me see that, they love me too. And it is good for me to love them back, because they are full of love. They love themselves, and they love the people around them that support them in that. So my lesson today is, be responsible for that. And I'm not saying like, oh, shame on you. I'm saying if you know that you're not feeling well emotionally, if you know you're not feeling well mentally, if you know you're not feeling well physically, it is your responsibility, no one else's, and it is your choice. And I really hope you make this choice to pull yourself out of that depression. Okay? It is your choice to do that. And it is a choice that you deserve to have because you have that choice to be stuck in a depression or to pull yourself out of it and become more. We are different, yes. But that doesn't mean that we're less. You deserve love. You deserve to be better. You deserve to look in the mirror and say, we're going to make this. We're going to make it through this together. You and me, mirror. Well, the image in the mirror, but you guys get my drift. And I'm hoping that that actually has helped somebody. The idea of you are responsible for your happiness. If you want to be happy, be happy. Don't go, and I say that, and this is going to be real quick because I was really hoping for this to just be 5 minutes. It doesn't mean like if you're in a relationship, like, oh, I'm not happy in this relationship, and you go out to find something else, or if you're doing a job, you're like, I'm not happy with this job, that you should immediately leave the job and do something else. Take steps to improve your current situation, to change your current situation. If you're not happy at a job, find out why you're not happy at a job and do better. If you're not happy in your relationship, find out what isn't making you happy. Talk to your spouse. If you're not happy at your work, talk to your boss or your co-workers. Be like, hey, this is what I think might need to change. What can we all do to make this work? It might not have to be a group meeting. You might just be talking to Joe in the next cubicle and be like, hey, man, how you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing all right. All right, look, I hope you have a good day. If you need anything, if you just need to talk, my lunch break's around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. We'll talk because I see that you're feeling kind of low. If you and your spouse haven't really been connecting like you used to, be like, hey, honey, you know, we've been busy with a lot of different things lately. This, that, or the third. Let's go out. Let's talk. Let's look into each other's eyes. And it doesn't have to be romantic. And heck, it doesn't have to be all business. Let's spend time together. Let's reconnect. Let's find out who we are again because, you know, you're my honey, And with work environment is the idea that you're co-workers. You guys are working together for the same goal. Some people are there because they need a paycheck, but at the same time, getting that paycheck requires them to do work and work to a goal. So if you all working towards that goal, then you have to find a way to do that better. If you're in a relationship, your goal is to be together. So make that work. Be okay with being together. And that goes with family members too. If you got a problem with a family member, be like, hey, stop messing up. You're doing things that's upsetting me. Let's talk it out. And they kind of go, oh, I don't care. Eat shit. This, that, or the third. Be like, okay, I have tried. I have tried to make that work. It's not working. I'll see you later. I'm out. I'm moving on. Same thing with work. You're like, okay, I tried talking to my coworkers. I tried talking to my boss. No one's listening. I can find happiness elsewhere. And that is your responsibility to do that. To come to that realization and to do the work required to do so. You can do this. You can do this. Why? Because other people have done it before you. And we have found a way to survive the hardest things in life prior to this moment, prior to us being depressed. Because something is gone doesn't mean that we're gone. We are still here. We still have that choice to be happy again. We are responsible for that. Okay? I think that's what I want to say. I'm getting back into the swing of things. So give me some time and the weekly thing will happen again. Just give me some time, guys. Alright? I was trying to figure out a way to say goodbye. I used to do this and I forgot about that for a second, okay? I'll see you guys later.